Compensation packages proposed for victims and families of victims of the 2005 state-sponsored massacre of Ghanaians in the Gambia have been rejected. The Gambian authorities, under the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission, proposed $612,000 to be paid to victims and their families through their respective governments by the Jame 2 Justice Coalition, seeking justice for the 67 Ghanaians and other West African nationals who fell victims to the killings. Say the amount is woefully inadequate. Oyem Interior of our security desk has more.
At least 44 Ghanaians and their counterparts who wanted to use the Gambia as a transit point to enter Europe for greener pastures were allegedly killed by military officers linked to the then Gambian dictator Yahya Jammeh. An account by Ghanaian Martin Chere, who escaped the attack, led to the investigations, including ones led by ECOWAS and UN teams. A Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission, set up by the Gambian government in its report, indicted ex-military ruler Yahya Jammeh and 13 others, including military officers, for state-sanctioned massacre. The report recommended prosecution of the actors for leading extensive state-manufactured cover-up campaign.
It concludes that Yahya Jammeh is responsible for the killings and forced disappearance and torture of more than 67 West African migrants by giving direct orders to the Jangers to summarily execute them in July 2005. Yahya Jammeh is also responsible for subsequently organizing and coordinating through the state apparatus under his command and control a massive and systematic cover-up campaign in order to exonerate himself from responsibility for these crimes.
Pending a government white paper in the Gambia, the commission recommended a payment of a total sum of $612,000 to victims and their families. Coordinator of Jammeh to Justice Coalition, William Nyako, told a news conference portions of the commission's recommendations are welcomed, but findings fell short of expectations.
From the Jammeh to Justice campaign, first of all, we thank the TRRC for not only validating some of our own findings, but also having the courage to issue this report, which found Yahya Jammeh and 13 others criminally liable. We accept these findings with regard to their accountability. We also are grateful for the other consequential recommendations that have been made. We, however, are disappointed in the amount. We think that the Gambian government ought to ensure that this amount is increased.
Speaking on behalf of victims and their families, the sole survivor, Martin Chere, said only compensation in the region of $15 million will be accepted.
Talking about the compensation is not something which is acceptable to the families, those here in Ashanti region and those in Bono Ahafo and those in Eastern region and Western region and Accra. They are not acceptable. So we are urging the government of Gambia to increase the amount, the compensation that the families may be well accepted, so that the matter will be put to rest. We want to see something like $50 million as compensation.
The coalition has appealed to the Gambian president, Adama Barrow, to fast-track implementation of the commission's report. From Kumasi, Oyem Interior reporting.